Hey, good evening, everyone. I just wanted to go over Inpx. I keep fucking up on this ticker name. I want to call it INXP. But anyways, I just about got taken for a ride from this. I was looking to short it right in here on this first initial pop, but good thing I didn't get my entry because originally I saw this run up. I wanted it to pull back, make another test for three. If three didn't break, I was going to short it, and I'm sure I would have covered it anyways into this big fucking wash here and would have claimed, I don't know what we got here, probably 60, 70 cents. Yeah, 70 cents. Um, and then I was watching it the rest of the day here. I missed this move here because I would have went long. That would have been just fucking perfect. Hopefully a lot of you guys banked on this. I mean, what a beautiful long play. There's been so many beautiful long plays, and I definitely missed that. Tied up doing other things as usual. Got to start focusing more and just stare at this screen during the day. I would hit a lot more plays, but because a lot of these are they're always on my radar and they're pulled up on one of my other monitors and just waiting for them to do what I want, looking for my entries. But anyways, as soon as it was up in this area, I did give out a tweet saying I was looking for 417. Right in this area, I sent out that tweet on that four because I knew lately these things have been trapping a bunch of shorts and they keep running the rest of the day, and I wasn't going to get roped in. So I wanted for it to hit 217, where if you look over here, the that was the 200 moving average, simple moving average was 417. So that's what I was initially looking for. So as it's coming up to here, I had second thoughts, and it no, sorry, over here. That's where it kind of hit my mark, and it was pretty much bang on. And I'm glad I didn't pull the trigger on that because, like I was saying, I just PIRS came back in my head again. That was my nemesis the other day. It really roped me in, took me for a ride, and that's what these have been doing lately. So I didn't want to get roped in. I decided, nope, tomorrow will always come, and it's there'll be another play tomorrow. This thing's most likely going to dump. So also in this area, this is what I use volume at price for, to see the different levels, not for where there's just buyers and just sellers, but in heavy areas of where it looks like there should just be buying. There's a lot of sellers, so people are shorting this, right? Those are people who are selling into this. And also in here, there's quite a few sellers as well. These are all shorts getting trapped. Right here, it reeked of absolute market maker manipulation. They wanted to drive this price up as high as they could get it today. For whatever reason, I've got to dig through the SEC filings and see if there's some sort of offering, or I don't know, something seems wrong. I know it's up on good news. It does have a decent enough catalyst, but this chart is damn near identical to IM MTBC, sorry, as well as FNBC, a couple other ones in the past week or so, where this is the chart right here. This is the chart. And so I was watching it in here as well. I wanted it to get, if you look at the daily, I was really hoping it didn't hit that 480 today, right in here, because that's going to be its main dumping point. It'll probably dump from there. That was my thoughts. Some people think, well, what about 460, right? No, because it hit that and it didn't pull back. It's on the first day. It's just too heavily manipulated. So you always have to take that into consideration as well, especially with shorting lately. Shorting on the first green day of anything that's up, even though this is a absolute piece of shit chart. Um, you got to be careful, as well as you analyze the daily chart. I mean, every time this thing has a rip, and even on this green day that gave back a bunch of gains, you'd think it gapped lower. No, it fucking gapped up. Every green day right here, it gapped up. Good green day, gapped up. You gotta really look for that sort of stuff. Green day, gapped up. Um, so 480 was my initial target for tomorrow, but it looks like after hours here, this is after hours, it almost hit that point. So I'm going to move my target somewhere in the area of this 475 area to 480. And I'm going to have to read the price action in there. If it still looks strong, I might just take a small starter position and short into that and give it that 5-10 cents. I might give it up to $4.90 or $5 because I've got a good feeling it's going to fucking pull back tomorrow. And I don't want to miss it because it's going to probably dump back down to 3. So it could be a couple points of play in this. It's definitely going to dump hard tomorrow. So anyone that's able to get shares, I mean, it's easy fucking money. So those are going to be your definite key levels to look for tomorrow to short this back down. I don't think it's got another big green day. It's probably going to ramp up come the pre-market. Pull back, it'll probably hit the 475, 480 level, pull back, probably come into the 430 right in this area. You got to look at today's close. That'll find support there. VWAP is always good, but the morning it doesn't really work too well. You got to give VWAP some time. But that's what I'm going to be looking for. So depending on how much it pulls back, if it does pull a nice red to green, I still might long a few on the way up, but it'll just be a quick scalp because I'm definitely going to be locating some shorts for this tomorrow. I'm like fucking frothing at the mouth just waiting for it because I know it's going to pull back, whether it takes me a couple of tries or not, depending on this level. But like I said, I'll probably just take a small starter position and suffer through some pain before it pulls back, because tomorrow, it's gonna pull back. I'm not even worried about that. I don't think any longer term shorts are really going to get squeezed out. These are all today's shorts that got squeezed. Anytime a type of long term shorts, they have a little bigger bank, they can withstand it. If this does gap up, and some people were trying to suffer through the pain overnight, they'll end up most likely getting a margin call. So there could be some more shorts covering, but it's not going to matter. It's definitely going to pull back, in my opinion. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on INPX. I hope this helps kind of recognize the long side of it, and especially what to really think in the short side as well. Because right in here, I've seen this quite a few times lately. This is absolute heavy manipulation right in this area. It reeks of it. You should recognize this, drill this into your head, because that's what they do, especially dump in here. It doesn't go back to VWAP on that dump. It starts reclaiming. You're going to get roped in. You're going to get taken for a ride. And that fear of missing out, that fear of missing that short play really needs to stop, because people are going to get squeezed. Young guys are really trigger happy. You see that all over Twitter as well. People just shorten into everything. And yeah, I'm kind of guilty of that too from time to time, but I've pumped the brakes lately. You got to recognize the small trends that are inside of the bigger trend in the market. The market is always changing, like everyone always says. It's almost like a cliche now, but it is true. But like I said, I hope this helps on the long and the short. And if you guys like what you hear, just let me know. I want to make sure I'm not just talking to myself out here. All right, thanks guys. Bye-bye.